From the campus of the University of Alabama, live, local news. From Alabama's home team, this is WVUA News at 10.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Tamika Alexander. Daniel Sparkman has the evening off. Could you soon walk along the streets of Tuscaloosa with alcohol and not break the law? That's what one Tuscaloosa City Councilman is proposing. First at 10 tonight, the city of Tuscaloosa is discussing a relaxed open container law. Justina Benoot has more.
Imagine that you can walk around the strip or downtown Tuscaloosa with an alcoholic drink in hand. Tuscaloosa City Councilman Kip Tyner is trying to create an ordinance that could bring the entertainment districts to Tuscaloosa.
We looked at the entertainment district being from the Bama Theater to the Amphitheater and then all around 4th and 23rd. And then the ones down on the strip said, well, what about us down here?
But a task force created in hopes of creating these districts did not feel comfortable going forward in 2013.
We had discussions last year because I put together a committee, and the committee at that time decided that it was too rushed to try to do it before last football season. Let's study this thing a little more.
Manager of industry Ken Cupp says although they welcome anything that can bring more people to Tuscaloosa, he says there's a bigger problem they have to keep in mind.
We're one of the only bar in the historic district of Tuscaloosa, so we have laws that are different than every other bar and restaurant regulation. You know, being a bar and a restaurant, we have to abide to those and try to make not only our customers happy, but the city around us, and that being the historic districts.
Cupp says they already work with the historic district to regulate rules that most bars and restaurants don't have, and this might add on to their liability. In Tuscaloosa, Justina Benoot, WVUA News.
Tyner says he is expecting to meet again with a task force this summer. Well, in news from the state capitol, Alabama lawmakers could be headed back to Montgomery for a special session. Governor Bentley has until April 13th to sign the budget into law, or it will die through a pocket veto. House Minority Leader Craig Ford says a special session would show Bentley was serious. However, veteran Republicans say they doubt Bentley will call them back to Montgomery. Bentley had pushed for a 2% pay raise for K-12 employees, but Republican leaders said the state could not afford both the raise and increased health insurance cost. On your Crime Watch tonight, Demopolis police arrest 2 in a meth bus, and a small child was taken away in the process. According to Demopolis Police Chief Tommy Reese, Carol John Martin and Tia Star Nichols were arrested after an officer witnessed a hand-to-hand transaction at the Red Carpet Inn. And when he went to investigate, he found a meth lab in a backpack. Martin and Nichols are both facing multiple drug charges. Officers also found a 6-month baby in the car. That child was turned over to DHR. Well, the National Labor Relations Board will hear from some Mercedes workers who claim that the German automaker interfered with an ongoing union campaign. According to the NLRB's Belinda Bennett, both Mercedes and Mercedes workers are expected to meet Monday during a hearing in Birmingham. While Mercedes maintains a neutral stance on union organizing, they do plan on contesting the charges at the hearing. Several Mercedes workers have come out in favor of bringing the United Auto Workers Union to the Vance plant. A judge is expected to make a decision Monday. Turning now to the weather, let's get a first check on your home team forecast. Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott joins us now. Hey, Richard, and happy Friday.
Hey, to make a good Friday evening to you. The rain is out of here. I had a soaking rain last night and early this morning. All the rain is gone. In fact, skies are clear across Alabama tonight, really allowing temperatures to cool off quite a bit, but more trouble to talk about. In fact, a big-time rain event about to happen on Sunday. It is going to pour all day. We're talking 3 to 6 inches of rain across central Alabama. That includes all of west, east, and central Alabama. We're going to have some flooding issues, I believe, out of this. So some of the local waterways, the rivers are going to flood. At least some of the rivers are going to flood if we have this much rain on Sunday. Another cause we're watching is the threat for severe weather Sunday night. Now, this will be after 10 p.m. Sunday night. There's a chance there could be some wind damage, some small hail, and maybe even some isolated tornadoes south of Interstate 20. But this could change some. We're going to watch this very close. We'll have more on this. Plus, look at that 7-day planner coming up in weather. Tamika?
One U.S. Congresswoman is asking U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder to investigate the recent bingo raids in Greene County. Sewell sent a letter to the Attorney General asking the Department of Justice to re-examine what she feels are politically motivated raids that violate the county's state constitutional rights. Congresswoman Terry Sewell argues because Greene County voters overwhelmingly approved state constitutional amendment 743 to authorize e-bingo, the state has no right to take the machines away. Alabama Attorney General Luther Strange says he is working to ensure illegal gambling laws are enforced consistently across the state. Well, the price tag for the University of Alabama's baseball stadium renovations is on the rise. The University of Alabama Board of Trustees approved a $35 million budget for Sewell Thomas Stadium, which is up from the previous budget of $30 million. And the cost of the increased renovations for the new stadium will include a picnic area, team store, and new seats designed to provide better sight lines during gameplay. The players will have new amenities, including a weight room, meeting room, and bullpen. $15 million of the project will be covered through future revenue bonds. And trustees are moving forward on a storm shelter located on the east side of the University of Alabama campus. The East Campus Shelter Project will be an above-ground facility that will be able to accommodate up to 725 occupants. The building will feature backup generators, impact-resistant construction, and it will be designed to resist wind speeds up to 250 miles per hour. Approximately $1 million of the $1.6 project will be funded through FEMA. Well, the Tuscaloosa Area Black Chamber of Commerce held its Small Business Empowerment Conference and Awards Luncheon this evening. The event provides a chance for small businesses in TABCC to connect and network. Each of the 15 businesses had their own booth set up with pamphlets and information. The event included snacks, refreshment, entertainment, and a keynote speaker. Vice Chairman of the TABCC, Kenny Robertson, says these kinds of opportunities are important because the businesses can create mutual benefit in partnerships.
You know, everybody needs promotion when you're in business, so the opportunity to promote yourselves, whether it's with other businesses that can help you or someone that can't help you but knows somebody that may be able to help you, is always good.
And for more information about the TABCC, you can log on to their website, tuscblackchamber.org. Well, universities nationwide are getting ready for military veterans heading back to college. Tens of thousands of new veterans are expected to return to college or the workforce in the next several years as the military downsizes after wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. And due to the Pentagon budget cuts, a three-day conference called Success for Student Veterans is taking place at the University of South Carolina to discuss ways schools can help the new veterans with the transition. Well, history was alive today at Greenwood Cemetery in downtown Tuscaloosa. The Tuscaloosa County Preservation Society put on a guided tour of the cemetery. Actors wearing period costumes stood next to grave markers from the 1820s and 1840s and portrayed the people from Tuscaloosa's past. The event is aimed at showing issues for people in the early stages of Tuscaloosa's development, like the building of the then state capitol. Catherine Richter says she was pleased to see so many people come out.
We are honored to partner with a number of Girl Scout troops some of the girls have come out, they've done their research, made their costumes, and they are the ones bringing these characters to life and bringing these people's stories back into the 21st century.
And the Tuscaloosa County Preservation Society has more events to come. They will be having their Greet the Governor celebration at Capitol Park tomorrow morning starting at 10:30. Well, could severe weather be on the horizon this weekend? Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott has your full forecast coming up. Plus, find out what new things are coming to the Druid City Arts Festival this weekend. But first, we'll take you to an arty party that was held this evening to benefit a great cause. And if you see news happening, we want to know. Call WVUA at 205-348-7000. You can also send us tips and pictures to news at WVUATV.com or on social media. Just search us on Facebook and Twitter.